a miniature vacuum cleaner, and a 3-in-1 tire inflator.
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Cool Tools Review. You know that I have in the past reviewed several different products from Fanttik, and our friends over at Fanttik sent me a few things to check out and review and try. Now, they're not paying me to make the video. They did send me this to look at a couple of things. One's on the floor because it's a little big to put up here right now. But we're first going to unbox these, and then we're going to take them out in the garage and give them a good test and see how well they really work. So let's open this up and take a look at the Robust Clean, that's their trademark, Slim V8 Apex. These are there's a soft and a hard rubber strip brush is what they call it. So the way this works, my understanding is everything fits on the end here. So if you want this little tool, you just basically slip it in like this and you're good to go. Same with the flexible nozzle. Everything fits in the end of this vacuum cleaner. A multifunction air blower and a blow nozzle brush. They're calling these blow nozzles, so I guess they're not for vacuuming. You gotta be kidding me. This is very cool. What they have is the exhaust end over here. You can actually see it looks like a little fan blade. Basically what you do if you want to blow something off, you attach these to the exhaust end like that, and now you've got a little blower tool. Blow out your keyboard or any little, that is super ingenious. It looks like here is a USB-C port where you charge the unit. This is perfect for a car. You could actually, it's small enough you could carry it in the car. Now this area here is the actual dust bin, the little part that captures all the stuff. Up next is our, what they call AeroCore pump. Here it says 3-in-1. This is a pickup tire inflator. I don't know if they mean pickup truck or if they're using pickup in a different vernacular. Power station and a flashlight. 95 watt total output, 2000 lumen flashlight. So it's got a flashlight built in as well. Lift the box off of it. So let's take a look at this. Looks like we've got some protective plastic up here. We've got, it looks like a flashlight on this end. There is a air hose inside right here. This is your air hose right here. They have a little door on the bottom for accessories. Very clever. So here's, you've got your things to fill up a football or other items, other kinds of sports equipment. It's got very nice solid rubber feet, so it it sits quietly, and hopefully that will absorb some of the vibration as the tire inflator is running. And on this end we have some looks like a 5-volt 2.4 output. We have a USB-C output, which is a 3.0 style. And then we have a 65 watt output and also an input USB-C. So this is where you'll charge the unit. If we turn it back over here, we should be able to turn it on if it's got any power on it at all. It does. Oh wow, look at the readout. Let me turn it around here where I can see it. In fact, it looks to me like it's got a full battery charge already. And it's got a power bank. So if you need to charge a cell phone or if you need to charge some other piece of equipment, it's small enough to where you could keep this in a pickup truck or a car. But for garage, this would be perfect. It's got a great handle where you can easily pick it up and carry it. It's an X9 Ultra. I can't begin to tell you how solid this thing feels and how the quality of the unit, it just feels super well made. And the flashlight, I guess right here, yeah, got a little button there, and it's bright. It's got a couple of different settings. So it's got 3 different settings. You turn it on super bright LED, and then you've got one that's a little more of a focused light, like a flashlight would be, and then you've got the emergency flasher if you were stuck on the side of the road. Let's get these out to the garage and put them to the test and see how well they work.
A few moments later.
So my first test is going to be for this Slim V8 Apex vacuum cleaner from Fanttik. I've put together a little concoction of items in a cup that I'm going to throw in here. I think I've gotten a little bit of rice in here, some panko breadcrumbs, some tortilla chips that I ground up. I even threw a couple of pistachios in there because they're kind of big, and I want to see if this will pick up something that large. Oh man, it's going everywhere. And basically all we do is press this button right here, and it's on. Now I'm using it on low speed first. It's very quiet. You can feel the exhaust coming out of the back here on this unit. Oh wow, look at it suck. Man, it sucks it up. And this is on low. Oh yeah. No problem, man. It's... Now the pistachio might have got clogged. I hear it. Yeah, I think the pistachio may have clogged it up. Might be a little bit too big. But it's still picking up. Oh, what I love about this is how quiet it is. It's super quiet. Let's see if it did actually clog that nozzle. No, I don't see it in there. Now there it is right there. You can see the pistachio. So the pistachio was just a little bit too big. So we picked everything up except for the pistachio, and it did pick up one of the pistachios, just not the other one. So let me put this back on. Very easy to put the tools on and off. I had no trouble with any of the other items. Best feature to me is the fact that it's super quiet. It's very lightweight. It's got this little hook where you can flip this out. I'm guessing that's just so you can hang it on the wall, which is nice. And the tools are very easy to remove or put on. Let me put on the hose. There we go. Now this nozzle might be a little bit smaller, so it could be that some of this stuff will pick up differently. There we go. Oh, I see. It just kind of, it's on a hinge. Very cool the way that works. So you just press this button and the hinge opens up, and then you can empty out the dust bin or container or whatever you call it. Okay, I really spread this stuff out this time, so let's, and I have some stuff down here in a crack. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but we're going to try this again. I think the other nozzle actually works a little better for a situation like this. This is good if you need to get down into a tight space, but if you're trying to clean a lot of stuff in a larger area, I think the other attachment is probably a better solution. But man, it can get down in those crevices really nice. Now they also offer this little brush attachment that clips in. You can also put this on the front of the extended attachment, And this would be great if you're wanting to clean off something like a vent in your car, get the dust out of the vent, or maybe out of your keyboard if you're wanting to. That way it'll flick out the little pieces and the vacuum will pick it up. So I like that attachment. And to empty this out, you basically just press this button here, and this flips forward. And then you can dump your little dustbin out. You basically just give it like a 1/8 or 1/10 of a turn, and it comes right off. And then you remove the filter, and then you can get access to clean out everything. So if you actually wanted to wash this little container, that's the way you would do it. And then you can, of course, pop this open and you can clean it out. It has some static electricity in there, so some of the little particles are sticking to the plastic. That's pretty normal. Now when it comes time to put this back together, you reinstall your filter, and you'll notice there's a little dot printed on this dust bin, and it lines up with the locked, unlocked icon here. So you just basically put it there, twist it, and it's locked in place. Okay, now let's test this out inside the car. There's a couple of areas. You always get these little bitty crumbs of things. This is where that little brush attachment is going to be good. I always get junk down here in the cup holder. And then, of course, we use these rubber floor mats here, and they're always catching all kinds of stuff. Now, I did not put this debris in here. This is just the way our car looks right now. I'm going to use this little crevice tool that's on the end of the hose, and we'll see if we can get down in these little areas. It's kind of hard with the steering wheel in the way. And then all of these little cracks and crevices in the dash. That you just can't get to. Yeah, it's actually working pretty well. It's flicking out the little pieces of dust and garbage, and then you can vacuum it up. Getting around this little shift boot always gets dust and stuff down in there, but stuff falls in between these switches, and that is really hard to get out. And this is doing a great job of getting all of those little particles out of there. I love it. I will be using this regularly. Every time I detail the car, I'll grab this little vacuum cleaner and go through the whole interior. So now I've come around to the back, kind of the trunk area of this little SUV. You can see I've got my Fanttik T8 Apex jump starter. We carry this with us in the car. We have a WeatherTech liner. Now if we had carpet, of course we could use the vacuum cleaner to clean this weather. We could clean under the WeatherTech where the carpet is. But this WeatherTech gets all these little pieces of crumbs and stuff, dust, when we carry things back here. Now this comes with two different attachments like this. One of them is a softer rubber, has these little rubber teeth, flexible, and there's another one has a little bit stiffer. It's not that much stiffer, but it is a little stiffer, and you can interchange these tips. So it gives a pretty wide area here that it picks up from. Oh yeah, it's coming up. And I'm still using this on low power. I haven't had to use high power yet. Oh, it works perfect for this. This is a great application. Now just for grins, I'm going to put it on high so you can hear the difference. This is low, and you hit this button here to go to high, and it changes the color from blue to green. Of course, that's going to reduce your battery life. And just press the button again to go back to low, and then you just press the power button to turn the unit off. Okay, so what do I think of this slim V8 Apex? Well, I'm impressed. As with most Fanttik products, it performs as advertised. It seems to do a very nice job of picking things up as long as they're small. You have to remember, this is really for dust particles and little tiny bits of stuff, hair, fuzz, whatever. And I didn't even test the blower function because the blower uses the little exhaust fan on the back, and you basically just snap these pieces in, and it's taking the same energy, the air that's coming out the end, and you can blow off your table, blow off the dust like down here. So that's a very cool feature. I'll use that maybe on the keyboard of my Mac, maybe some other parts of the motorcycle if I need to blow some dust off. Very, very cool feature that I didn't really even put to a big test. Now, what do I not like about it? Well, it doesn't hold very much, so you're going to have to empty this pretty regularly. I don't think that's a negative. I think the selling point to this is it's so light, it's so compact, you can put it anywhere, and it's just very lightweight, easy to handle. Or I wish they did. It's not that I don't like it, I just wish they offered an accessory, a way to maybe mount all of these little attachments to the wall, because all they give you is this little bag. So every time you use the unit, you pretty much have to dump everything out onto a table to find the right accessory. And I'm always afraid that one of these is going to get lost or misplaced, and I don't know how easy it would be to get a replacement. So I wish they made like a little plastic wall unit that this would sit down in. Now it does have a hook where you can put this on the wall, but all of these attachments have to stay in this bag or you're going to lose them. So my recommendation to Fanttik would be offer your customers an accessory for maybe 29 bucks or 19 bucks or whatever you can do it for, a little injection molded plastic where we could set this unit and put all of these different little attachments in there so they have a place to live. This could end up on the Christmas gift list for some people I know.
Now we're going to put the Fanttik X9 Ultra tire inflator to the test.
So we've let as much air out of this front tire on this Honda Goldwing as I'm able to without removing the valve stem. And we're going to now test out this X9 Ultra. And we're going to grab the hose, which is on the underside, permanently attached to the unit. And then it has a little slot here that it comes out right there, like that. It currently is set to 35 pounds per square inch. It is set to PSI, and it is showing 0 pressure in that tire. So I'm going to bump this up to 41 pounds because I want 41 pounds in my tire. And then to get that to start pumping air, all I have to do is hit the power button again. This has a memory function. It can remember up to 4 different pressure settings, and it's set to M1 right now. We're going to go to 41 pounds. Okay, let's pressure up the tire. So you can see on the screen how long that took. It is definitely faster than the little portable Fanttik, which you would expect it to be. And I'd say it's a little quieter. It's not quiet, but it's quieter. Let's take it to the back and see how long it takes to air up a back tire. As I was attaching that hose to the valve stem, I realized you've also at night, if you're having a hard time seeing your valve stem, you've got this handy little LED light over here. I'll go to M1, my memory setting over here, which is 41 pounds. But now you've got this cool light. Got like a little flashlight, and you can see we're at 0 PSI, so I did let all the air out of that rear tire. Let's see how long it takes to air up a rear tire. Okay, so you can see on the screen how long that took. Now the fan does stay on to cool down the compressor, which is a great idea. It has a built-in fan. Now I aired up both of these tires. Now remember, this is all being done from the internal battery. It's all portable, battery operated, and it's still showing 100% battery life. Okay, let's unplug our tire, and then the next test we're going to do is we're going to test this out on a car tire and see how long it takes to air up one of the tires on our Lexus. Okay, now we're going to give this thing a test on a small SUV tire. You can see it is flat. Now, it might have a couple pounds in there, but I let as much out as I felt I could. And I have not charged the battery. This is still running on the initial charge that we had on the unit. And you can see I'm showing 0 PSI on the tire, so I must have let out a pretty good amount. And I'm still showing 100% on the battery life, which is nice. Now I'm going to go to, if I go to M1, that's 41 pounds. If I go to M2, I'm going to knock that down to 35, because the two things I tend to air up the most will be the car and the motorcycle. And I'll just store that as my M2 setting. Okay, so that filled up. You can see the time on the screen, and now it is now down to about 3/4 of the battery life. So it did 2 motorcycle tires and 1 car tire from fully flat. And don't forget, it's also got it's called power outlets, so you can power any USB-C or USB-A device very easily. It's actually kind of cool. Plus, it's got the little flashlight in the front. So what this is going to replace for me, I'm pretty confident, is this DeWalt air compressor that I've got over here. Not only is this larger and take up more space, but every time I use it, it has to be plugged in. And then I have to drag it to, say, the back of the car, and the hose will not reach all the way to the back of the car, so I have to drag the cord out. This is going to be my new tire inflator in the garage. I love the fact that this thing is portable. I can just grab it and put it down on any tire I need, even if it's out in the driveway. And we have a special deal right now for my viewers. If you use the code on the screen at Amazon or at the Fanttik website, you're going to save a bunch of money. So don't wait. I think that deal's only good for 30 days, so make sure you check that out. And it supports the channel as well. So that is my review of the Slim V8 Apex vacuum cleaner and the X9 Ultra tire inflator combination, charger, portable power supply, and flashlight. 2 more products that I've received from Fanttik, and I've got more coming. But these are 2 that I think will both have a nice place in my garage. If you're interested in these products, check the links in the description of this video. And anytime you use those links, it always helps the channel. You can order these through my Amazon links or through the Fanttik website. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. That really helps the YouTube channel. And I'll see you on the next Cruiseman's Reviews.